was raining, the weather was so cold, and there was this one big truck. The man who drove the truck was a Muslim man. I saw him take out this little prayer mat, put it on the wet ground, and started praying in the rain in the middle of the night. That was the first real interaction I had with Islam, and that sparked something in me. I was like, wow, that you can start praying in the middle of the night, in the middle of the rain, on a wet ground. That was something very beautiful to me. I was an atheist for my entire life, for 19 years long. I was one of those atheists that would literally put the energy into conversations with religious people. I always found religion a very beautiful thing because these people are very dedicated and very selfless and put a lot of time and effort into something that is above them. I started to meet a couple of Muslim people that were educated and were further in their journey, and that also were a very good representation of Islam. And through these people, I started learning more about Islam bit by bit. Something that really sparked an interest furthermore in Islam for me with these people is seeing their character. Like, I got really interested in Islam. After a while, I came to a certain point where I knew, like, okay, I think it's time to read the Quran because I clearly have a higher interest that I cannot ignore, and I feel like something in me is screaming for me to read the Quran because, I don't know, I already felt like a Muslim, but I would never admit it to myself in my head. I asked one of these people if I could get a translation of the Quran. They were so excited when I asked this, and they immediately went to buy a Quran for me, which I didn't know. I thought they were just going to the mosque. Came back with a beautiful brand new Quran, and they also came back with Zamzam water, which is water from Medina. And they told me, you need to drink some Zamzam water, but before you do, talk to God. I was basically making dua, but at that moment I didn't know what dua was. So to keep it easy, they just told me, ask something to God. It could be anything you want. Ask it just inside of your brain, inside of your head. No one needs to know. And then you drink the water. At that moment, I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I asked him, Allah, if this religion, Islam, is a religion of truth and you're really out there existing, please guide me to the right path, because all I want is to be on the side of truth. All I want is to know if Islam is a truth, and if it is, I want to grow closer to Islam.
لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله تكبير